Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at the brand new app from BLEASS Arpeggiator. Now, you can use this two different ways. You can either use it as a MIDI effects, so as a supercharged arpeggiator, or you can use it in Standalone, and in Standalone it is also a synth. It's an FM synth. So we're going to take a look at both versions. So at the moment, this is running as a MIDI effect inside Cubase's, and it's controlling, here we go, it's controlling micro log, sorry. So this sound here. So I'm going to play a key on my MIDI controller. I'm going to play a chord. So I'm just changing, actually I'm changing notes on my MIDI controller, and it's just playing this. So you can draw in MIDI and have Arpeggiator trigger any instrument you like. Okay, so like I said, at the moment it's running as a MIDI effects, similar to Zoa, Riffer, that kind of thing, you know. Where this is very cool, it takes arpeggiation to a totally different level. So at the moment, you'll see I have pattern turned off, but I have bass set to 2 octaves. I'm going to turn this bass off. And I'm going to change the chord type I'm playing to 7th. So here we can set the octave range. So note repeat. One of the fab features here is we can randomize the velocity as well. So I'm going to put that up there. And of course, depending on the settings of our synth, is our octave range. Note repeats can go all the way up to 16. So very cool. You can control the gate. And you can also control how many times the arpeggio repeats before it'll stop. So if it's just one time and I hold a note, that's it. It's run its course. So if we have it on infinite, of course, it's just going to. Now the play mode, this is cool. This is different patterns. So if I, on my little key step, I'm just going to play a C major. Change a few chords. But if I go to up, I go then way at walk up. Let's put this down to 0 step jump. Okay, see what happens? So it doesn't jump the step. If we put it up to 1, we just, but these are all different patterns, look. Now, when you add in a bass, you can choose how many octaves below up to 3 octaves. So let's go 1 octave below. So let's just play this, another chord. Now, listen to what happens when we apply polyphony. So I'm going to play an A minor chord. Let's put chord on. All right, so these are your play modes, and you can pick and choose from absolutely loads and loads of them. Here now we have pattern. Now, if pattern is off, right, I can adjust the chance that a note will play. Let's turn chord mode off for a moment. And I'm going to change the chance here, and this will, probability will choose which notes will play. But here you also have pattern, right? So you can choose from, well, there's absolutely tons of them. There's 62 different patterns you can choose from. And they will be related to what's going on here as well. So here you have your basic trigger mode. I have it in sync at the moment, but you also have your rate and your rate multiplier. So rate multiplier, if I drop it down, but you can also choose different actual resolutions. And of course, that would be similar to 116. Awesome stuff. And then you can have how it resets, whether it's with LFO1, LFO2, or the motion sequencer. Now, if I just make a few adjustments to our synth, let's go along and maybe adjust the release time. Okay. If we go to LFO now, this has got two LFOs, and they're the classic BLEASS LFOs, right? So you can kind of, in its most basic form, you can switch one of them on and we can choose a destination. And these are all your destinations. I'll use my finger to scroll up here. So you can change the chance, the play mode, the octave range, the octave offset. If we look at the gate, for example, and let's give it a lot, slow it down, within the sine wave. So it's opening the gate 100% and basically closing it. But we could also say, well, okay, what happens if we set this to change the pattern as well? So let's set our gate at less. Now it's going to be changing the pattern. You won't see it reflected there, but trust me, it's choosing random places in the pattern. In fact, we could and then you could bring in, say, LFO2 and set that to I don't know, the octave range, or note repeat maybe. And then set this to octave range. So tons and tons of cool stuff. You also have the classic motion sequencer as well, which you can set up as you wish, just like you can in the other BLEASS apps. And then you have your performance section. And then you can set these any way you like. The XY pads. Polyphony count look on this one. So that's basically using it as a MIDI effect. You just put it in a MIDI effect, or if you're in AUM, you put it in a MIDI effect there. Okay, so let's now listen to the actual synth version. So with the synth version, you get all the same stuff, but then you get the synth engine. So you're hearing the synth now. Let's put this on a more interesting chord setting, I think. So I'm playing one note. I've set the key step to play chords, so. So it's a basic FM synth. It has a delay as well. Motion sequencer. LFOs as per normal. Let's try polyphony count for this one. Also have, of course, a randomizer. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Let's be fair. Now, you also have a load of presets that will work the same in, you know, because it's an arpeggiator, it'll work. So if we go this, let's scroll through a few of these presets. I'll make a few adjustments. Maybe we could set an LFO to the multiplier. That might sound quite, you know, fun. So let's see if multiplier, trigger rate multiplier. Here we go. And that's on a sine, but we could have it. Ramp up. So for example, with this one, you'll notice here, it will repeat once and stop. Which is great for like special just chucking effects. And like I said, you could set, like, for example, if we quickly go back to our main one here, which is the MIDI effect one. Let's just go onto it here and go to our BLEASS. We could go to the effects here, and we could choose that one achievement. And we go and look, you'll see. Let's go to another. Play around with all the different presets, and then you could just make adjustments to those particular presets. And of course, it all depends on what chord you play on your keyboard sort of thing. So let's just swing. So don't forget, we're in, standalone mode now. You're hearing BLEASS Arpeggiator as a synth as well. It takes arpeggiation, like I said, to a whole new level. I think at the moment it's $9.99. I'm not sure if that's an intro price or not, so there will be a link in the description below for BLEASS Arpeggiator, of course. Now, a lot of fun playing with the different patterns. We've got next, mute, offset. We can still apply our chants. Again, you could just play with the, we could switch motion on. Let's see what we're going to do. Maybe 1 bar. Give it 7. Let's see. Destination. I don't know. Trigger groove. Something like trigger rate multiplier. So you can have all sorts of fun. Again, you can go and play around with the synth. It's actually a really nice synth. I love the bass. Awesome stuff, guys. There you go. There is a quick look at BLEASS Arpeggiator, which is also a MIDI effect and also a standalone instrument, which I think is marvelous. Great stuff. Brilliant. Another excellent app from BLEASS. I think, like I said, there'll be a link in the description below. You can go and get it from the App Store. I think it's, like I said, I think it's $9.99 at the moment, I think. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, we were using it in Cubase 3. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron, and I will see you guys later. Ta-ra, BLEASS Arpeggiator. Epic.